I have no idea what I'm doing, but let's just give this a shot. Everybody is hooked on the Young Thug YSL trial. We are in day 130, and from what I've heard, from what I've seen from some of the other people that I subscribe to, shout out to them because they're the ones that keep me and my husband involved and entertained as we all struggle to get through this. Um, but with that being said, we're just going to get started. And we're going to start from the beginning. And there's plenty of time, so we can fast forward and keep it going.
The Honorable Paige Reeves Whitaker's presiding court will now come to order. You may be seated.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
It's going to take me a minute to figure out what it is that I'm
The
supposed to be
state
doing, so
owes
bear with
me
me.
hard copies of correspondence to do an in-camera review. Is that ready?
It's being finalized. It will be brought over as it is finalized. We had a number of things that we were getting to present to the court today.
Okay, so that was supposed to be to me first thing this morning because I need to actually do the in-camera reviews. When is it going to be? Obviously, I'm not going to be looking at it before lunchtime, but
I think we can have it out to you by lunchtime, and my understanding is that we want to begin with the witnesses and that the things that were told to be available.
It just frustrates me that she refuses to use the mic. Like, I don't understand. It
I
makes zero
specifically
sense.
said first thing this morning.
All right, Judge, let it know.
So I need it by the time we break for lunch because I'm planning to start looking at it at lunch. Okay, what else are you going to have to me?
The court told me to have the four corners case law.
Okay.
The response to the brief that Ms. Bossy presented regarding the Transit Act. I believe that we were also working on narrowing down the wiretap.
Okay. All right. Anytime today is fine for the rest of them, but I had specifically said first thing for the in camera. So I need that
Another day of the
by
state not being
time we
prepared.
break noon, basically. Mr. Steele, I got your, I guess, motions in limine on some of the evidence that y'all reviewed on Friday, and I don't know whether y'all try to narrow it down or not in that.
That's what and when I say we, it's
The defense.
yes,
Yeah.
Your Honor. We believe that needs to be excluded.
Okay.
That's correct. The state, upon looking at that, says they agree with it, then obviously we don't have to take the court's time. But that we tried to, go
Okay, but it hasn't been
vetted.
presented to the state for potential agreement. Okay, so I'll let y'all do that, and then next time we have a non-jury day, whatever is left, we'll take up. Good morning. All right, I had another matter that we were supposed to be starting at 8:45. I'm not sure why we didn't get started until 9. But I'm not going to take the jury's time right now. So just when we break for lunch, I want y'all to come up and I'll apprise everybody of something that I don't think between here and lunch, it's going to matter if y'all don't know. Give me just a second.
So I'm going to try to speed it up here so we can get through a little bit of this. Some of this morning, shout out to Doug. He's so sweet, y'all. Met him in person. He is the sweetest person you'll ever meet. So knowledgeable, and yeah, he's awesome.
So do you have whomever your next witness is going to be ready to go? And is there anything else anybody needs to put on the record before we get the next witness and the jury? Nope. All right, let's have the jury in then. Hmm? And so y'all, when we adjourn for the day, the people who are allegedly going to fix for real the sound are coming to work on it. So let's everybody, fingers crossed that we won't have any more sound issues after the end of the day today.
Hopefully that is the case. So Ms. Love can't just avoid speaking into the mic so that we can't hear her. I mean, at this point, I really think it's intentional.
I'm gonna give you this mic. You gotta, all right, so that you can face that way. Okay. All right. Can you project and see if it works?
Test.
There we go. All right. Are you post certified, Officer Pitts?
Yes.
And have you been post certified during the entire duration of your employment with the Atlanta Police Department?
Yes.
And were you post certified on April 28th, 2015?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to turn your attention to the date of Tuesday, April 28th, 2015. Do you recall working that day?
Yes.
Okay. What, if anything, do you recall about working that day?
About 406 hours that morning, I was dispatched to a person shot.
All right. So now when you say 406 hours, what do you mean?
406 in the morning.
Okay. All right. You stated that you were dispatched to a person shot call. Did I understand that correctly?
That's correct.
Okay. Were you alone or were you accompanied by a partner?
I believe initially I arrived alone, but other units did arrive shortly after I got there.
And when you were dispatched to this call, how did the call come through?
Person shot at 1428 Dale Avenue.
Okay, that was a poor question on my part. Let me ask it differently. Was it over the radio? Was it a phone call? How did you get dispatched?
I was dispatched over the radio.
And when you were dispatched to that person shot call over the radio, was a location given?
Yes.
What was that address?
1428 Adele Avenue, Northwest.
All right. And were you wearing a body cam that day?
No.
Okay, why not?
Body cams had not been issued at that point.
You just mentioned the address of 1428 Adele Avenue Southwest. In what county is that address located?
Fulton County.
Are you familiar with that community that address is situated in?
Yes. And
what can you tell the jury, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, about that particular community?
My problem is
it's a lot of single family homes.
this attorney doesn't do a good job of making it more like storytelling. It's just straight question. Like, meaning we're gonna be sitting here for a minute.
Yes.
All right. How are you acquainted with that particular?
Patrol over there. I was assigned to the beat that the shooting took place on. I'm very familiar.
Okay. What zone is that in for Atlanta Police Department purposes?
Zone 1.
Okay. And what beat is that located in?
Beat 104.
Now, can you distinguish for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury what a zone is and then a beat?
So the city is broken up into 6 zones. Every zone has 2 sectors. Each sector has 7 beats, and that's just the area of responsibility that each individual who's assigned to the beat handles.
You can continue. I wasn't interrupted.
That's it.
Okay. All right. With respect to a beat, the particular beat that you were responding to on the day of April 28, 2015, how long had you worked that beat?
At that point, maybe about 2 or 3 years, but I've been inside that area for a very long time.
The address of 1428 Adele Avenue Southwest, what, if anything, is situated there?
Residence.
Okay. Is it an apartment complex or a single family home?
Single family homes.
All right. And can you describe for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury what, if anything, you saw upon your arrival to that location on April 28, 2015?
Upon my arrival, I saw shell casings in the street, driveway, property damage. The front of the house had been shot up. Vehicles in the driveway had been shot. I think one vehicle in the street also was damaged by gunfire.
Where were these showcasing, excuse me, where were these showcasing that you just mentioned located in your life?
Showcasings were,
Just a brief introduction. All right, I think we got it.
so the,
Helps to eliminate that distraction from work.
I can hear. If somebody over at the far side of the room cannot hear, y'all just let me know.
Okay. All right. And so
The mics are always
All
a
right,
problem.
So you can continue with your answer. Can you re-ask the question? I can.
please.
Okay. All right. You described just a few moments ago that you saw several things. I believe the last question I posed to you was, where were these shell casings that you spoke of earlier?
The shell casings were in the street directly in front of the home.
Okay.
And inside the driveway of the residence.
Right. When you arrived to the location, do you know if they were residents of that particular home or passers?
I believe there's a lot that took place today. They've taken a lot of breaks, so we have a lot to catch up on, but I'm trying to get to the juicy bits.
On, have you got familiar with the neighbor?
Yay, one viewer. Shout out to my man. People think this thing is easy, but it's not. I don't know what I'm doing, but I will forge on. Maybe one day I'll figure it out. But you know what? I pretty much just like to stay at this point. They don't know what they're doing either.
Thank you. I hope y'all had a pleasant lunch, and the state has got their next witness in here. Let's go ahead and swear this witness.
Raise your right hand. You swear firm testimony you give today the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Right, state your name. Have state your name loud for court.
All right.
First and last, and spell.
All right. Officer Hill, Sean, S-E-A-N, last name is Hill, H-I-L-L.
Good afternoon, Officer Hill. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing well.
All right.
Can you tell the jury how long you've worked with Atlanta Police Department?
Yes, sir. I've been an officer for a little over 12 years,
What year was it that you graduated the academy?
2013.
And how did you end up working for APD?
Long story short, I was military and I came into wanted to do law enforcement after I got out of the military,
What branch were you in?
Marine Corps.
And was it through a connection in the Marine Corps that you ended up working for APD?
Yes, sir. One of my coworkers in the Marine Corps came to APD when he got out and he recruited me to the department.
What did you do in the Marine Corps?
Uh,
Your Honor, it's foundational. Jury has to determine Officer Hill's credibility as a witness.
Sustained. I mean, overruled. You can go ahead and just briefly review it. We don't,
Yes, Your Honor.
as relevant to his position as a police officer now.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll ask more pertinent questions,
All
Your
right.
Honor, relating to that. Officer Hill, what skills did you learn in the Marine Corps that help you as an officer with the Atlanta Police Department?
I learned valuable skills, patience. I learned a lot of stuff in the Marine Corps.
And what?
Marine Corps,
in
yeah.
Non-military terms, what was your job? What did you do?
I was a communication operator, radio guy.
Now, Officer Hill, what zone and do you work in currently?
Zone 1.
And are you a patrol officer?
Yes, sir.
How long have you worked in Zone 1?
My entire time as an officer for 12 years.
Now, how many beats are in Zone 1?
It is 14 beats.
And how many of those 14 have you worked?
Every last one of them.
And are you assigned currently to a specific beat or all of Zone 1?
Pacific beat in Zone 1.
And which one is that?
113.